Welcome back to part 2 of... You want to do that again? 2, yeah. Part 2 of episode 9 of Top Row Reality. One away from our big 10th show.
That's insane.
It is insane. I never thought we'd make it this far.
Nope.
Usually our attention spans, you know how attention span goes.
And
like,
2 years in the making
nothing.
to get here.
It was, yes.
Wow.
We're finally here. So let's go ahead and do our predictions, and then we'll jump to some little bit of NXT news.
All right.
So up next are our Extreme Rules predictions. As another match is not set yet,
All right.
but the way their writing goes, and you can pretty much read WWE pretty good, it looks like the Usos will defend their tag team titles against Ryback.
Yes. But the odd thing about that is they are scheduled to have a tag title match this Monday on Raw.
Yeah, this Monday
which
on
as
Raw.
of this taping will be tomorrow.
Yes.
That seems odd to me.
It
Why are
does
they
to me.
having a title match a week before their next title match against the
True.
same competitors? Unless they're going to try to add some other teams in there or something. I don't know.
Well, Ryback, they've been having singles matches, and Ryback has beaten,
Both Usos, right?
yes. So that,
So-
I mean, yes.
Interesting.
It is interesting. So I'm going to say the Usos are going to retain. I don't see.
I mean, they
I don't
just
see
recently
I don't
got
see
them, and
no
I don't
tag team champions
see.
yet.
I don't see Ryback being the team to have it anyway.
No.
Maybe they're waiting to. Maybe they're going to have Usos go through the rest of the tag teams and then have Ascension come up and take it. Wouldn't
I can
bother
see-
me a bit.
No, I can see that too. So you're
I'd say
Usos
Usos.
as well. Okay. All right. Next up is a handicap match.
All right.
Oh goodness gracious! I know, really extreme here. You got Rusev versus Truth and Woods.
Which, you know what? I mean, I understand. They're trying to push this guy.
Yes.
I get that. But here's the problem. They're bringing up these NXT guys and the girls.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And, you know, and that's kind of where we were going with that, you know, who's going a couple of weeks back.
Right.
A couple of episodes back. That's, you know, and that's my problem. You know, they've got all these other people here. They've got guys that haven't been on there. They've got people like Yoshi and Kurt Hawkins and all these people. Why in the world destroy a tag team just to put over one guy? Woods, Xavier Woods, just came up to the main roster maybe
Yes.
2 months before Rusev. Why can't we push them two as a predominant tag team? Why does Woods have to already be jobbing out? I thought, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they said that Triple H's initiative with taking over the developmental system is that when he has NXT people coming up, they have long-term plans set up for them.
Sorry. Long-term plans are only set up for John Cena.
Apparently. But
Everybody
I'm
else,
just telling you that's
you're
exactly
right.
what I read.
That's what it said.
So they brought
He was not
Woods
going to
in.
bring anybody up until they had a decent storyline. Decent storylines for him.
So
What is
they
the Woods
had
storyline?
One storyline they
Take
gave him.
Brodus Clay's character and then get beat all the time?
Yeah, they take Brodus Clay's character, took his music, took his women, and teamed up with R-Truth, and that's gone nowhere. He
Yes.
had one storyline that lasted like a month. That's not long term.
No.
That might have got him over.
Well, maybe
People
long
might
term
have-
for WWE.
True.
Yes.
People might have enjoyed that, and people might recognize him now on the street. But if that's okay, I'm sorry, but if that is the purpose of being a WWE superstar, is to be recognized on the street and say, "Oh, that's that one guy that dances better than the fat guy that danced."
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that's not the right way to go about it.
No, it's not. But we know. Oh, we got off the point here.
We
'Cause
did.
We know who's going to win.
We know Rusev's going to win.
yes,
That's why I said
this
why have them two job out there.
I
I
know.
know Rusev's going to win, and I get they have big plans for him. But you know what? You also have a tag team division. Let's have big plans for the tag teams.
Yes, because we're about to lose one in the Brotherhood. We lost one in Real Americans already.
Yeah.
I mean, and this
why
one
not
into
take
nothing.
Truth and Woods, put them down in the daggum pre-show, and have them beat 3MB for all I care.
No.
Give them a win.
No, 3MB's too busy with Hornswoggle and
Harlem.
Lost Matadors and the little.
That's a whole nother story for a whole other day. We're going to definitely move on from that.
Okay.
So our next, do we have any more?
Oh yeah, we have one more, a big one.
Okay.
A big one. The Shield taking on the returning Evolution.
In a 6-man tag. Now, I'm
Yes.
going to throw out my prediction right now. I honestly believe the Shield will win because Batista is leaving to go promote the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that he's got coming out.
Right.
So why would they have Evolution win if
I know. It makes no sense.
if one of them's leaving?
Yes.
So why just have the Shield win?
See, that was a screw up on their part. They should never let that out until after the fact.
Right. So I think what are we going to have, like him getting injured in the 6-man?
I can see him taking a
He
power
should
bomb
take-
through a table.
He either that or he should definitely be the one to take the pin, because
That's not
don't
gonna,
hurt.
That's not going to make you want to leave. He's got to be injured.
I understand that he needs to be injured, but he also needs to take the pin, because here's my reason behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H doesn't need to take the pin, because Triple H needs to look strong going into SummerSlam later on, take on Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Randy Orton doesn't need to look weak either, because he's going to be a contender again for the championship, taking on Daniel Bryan. So neither one of them need to look weak. But Batista, it doesn't matter, because he's about to leave, so he could come back and be fresh again, because he's going to be gone for probably a month or so to promote that movie. So let him get hurt and take the pin.
There's nothing I can see to make him put out a month.
It depends on how much he's got to do for that. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a huge movie.
Oh, it's going to be huge. Yes, I'm just talking about. There's nothing I can see the Shield could do which would make you think, okay, he's really hurt for a month. Because Daniel Bryan took 3 tombstones. He's supposed to be back 1 week later.
True.
I think he should have stayed out until Extreme Rules.
True, but I heard he really pushed to want to come back.
Yes, I know, but if you're making you want to be believable, which is something
Right.
they've lost, an art they've lost, is you. I'm sorry, don't be on there. Wait, make people say, what kind of shape will he be in at the pay-per-view? You know?
Yep.
And with Batista, I mean, the only thing that would be logical is for him to get pinned, be pissed off, and hit Triple H with a Batista bomb, and then Triple H fire him on Monday on Raw.
True.
That would only make sense, because you're not going. There's nothing they can do to make you be hurt enough for
No.
to be gone that long. So,
Because I was thinking maybe they could take him and do a triple power bomb as they throw him off. Listen, as they throw him off the stage. But at the same time, Fandango just got thrown off the stage
Yeah,
by
he
the
went to the
Shield, and
table.
he's already back.
yeah.
He's
so.
not even gone at all. So, here's the problem. They have done so much in hurting people, and the very next week they've been back.
Yes.
That from now on, they can't hurt people and they be gone for a month.
Unless you're
Because-
really hurt.
Unless you're really hurt.
Yes.
If you do a storyline hurt, they lost that art because of John Cena. Because we got to have John Cena on every week because we got to have the ratings. Well, I'm sorry, the ratings have stayed stagnant and stayed the exact same
With
margin
or without.
with or without him. So
Actually, I remember a few weeks back when he was on the show, they kind of went up a little bit.
Yeah. So either way,
So,
the way I look at it is they have destroyed the art of let's injure somebody, let them be off a month or 2 or maybe even 3 months, so it's
Yes.
out of sight, out of mind, and then they come back and it's a whole new thing. It's fresh.
yes.
They've lost the art of that because they'll hurt somebody and the very next week they'll be back.
It's not believable.
Nope.
So we're both picking the Shield.
Yes, we
We're
are.
both taking the young guys, which you should be.
I know we're on a rant, but sorry about that.
Well, I mean,
But it has to do with that. It really does.
yes. I mean, if you're going to be off,
Especially with a pay-per-view like Extreme Rules, you can't do anything extreme anyway.
no, never. All right. Well, that's it for our next part 3. We'll finish up on the Extreme Rules. But let's get to a little bit of NXT news, a little recap of what happened at NXT. They're having another big 2-hour live special
They
coming
are.
up.
They're having a live special on the network, on the
On
WWE
the
network.
network, yes.
It's going to be called NXT TakeOver May the 29th. And not to give anything away, but they will have a big title match with Adrian Neville defending the championship.
Well, you figured that.
And they've already kind of put the name out there, but we don't want to give that away yet.
No.
If you haven't read it, you don't want spoilers,
and they-
we're going to wait and we're going to tell you
Right.
later.
We try not to give away spoilers, because like I said, that's what kind of the computer and people know what happens. Kind of killed wrestling, so
Yes.
we're kind of not get away from that.
So
I believe they're going to crown a new NXT Women's Champion.
I
at this
think they
event.
will wind up doing that because they have time to, they could do a battle royal, they could do a tournament, they could do. any
I'd
kind
rather
of
than
thing.
do a tournament
It would be nice to do a tournament because every time there's something with the women, it's always a battle
because
royal.
with JBL stripping her just this past Thursday, that's a little big time to wait for you crowning
Yeah,
the champion.
and that was the
You
other
have
big
enough time to
news.
run a tournament.
That was the other big news for NXT recap is that
Yes.
because she had both belts, they decided,
Stupid.
oh well, we got to strip you of it because you can't wear both belts. I'm sorry, but there's probably nothing in the fake rule book that says that.
That's true.
So why not let her defend it? Okay, here's the best part. Okay, and I understand AJ is gone right now.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know when she's coming back, but how good would that be if, even if it wasn't AJ, if it was Tamina, May the 29th, she had her next title defense and defended against Charlotte or Sasha Banks or, you know,
Bayley,
Bayley,
Emma.
the way it's looking is it's going to be either Sasha Banks or Charlotte getting the belt and having Bayley chase after it, which is fine.
It's going to be one of the BFFs, yes.
Exactly. Which the other BFF is up in WWE right now on the main roster with Summer Rae.
Can't see her for a while, though.
So it looks like one of them two are going to win it, and so the way I'm thinking is that this is the way they could have done it. They could have easily had her have one last title defense on May the 29th and had AJ or Tamina come out here and cost her the women's championship for NXT. Guess what? That builds more because they could show that on Raw as a reason why she wants more revenge on AJ or Tamina. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's the way you could have done it with that. There's no heat when you take the belt off of her like that. Which I understand they maybe want to say, well, she's the only woman to never lose the belt. That's probably the way they're trying to go with it.
You build it like that. I mean, being the end of May, AJ could stay out to the end of May, and she could have showed up at TakeOver, cost Paige the title, and there you go.
That leads into her next title.
Say you took the Divas titles from me. I'm gonna make sure that you lose the NXT Women's Championship.
That's it.
And that builds toward the pay-per-view for WWE.
But you know what?
And that gives a new person in NXT, a new woman, the women's title to run with.
Yeah, we can't write for them.
No, we can't write for them. They got one person, I believe, and it's Vince McMahon. So.
Yep.
Well, that's
gonna be it. Besides, more talk of the draft.
Yes.
Of course.
Draft will be part 4, and we'll a little more. Like I said, it's pretty much like the NFL draft. We only have 17 spots to fill. There will be 5 spots to be for tag teams, 12 spots for singles, like a football team. You have 22 people. We're gonna have 22 people each. You can't have the same person. So
if you pick someone that is in a team as a singles person, then you can't use that team later on.
Right, you can't say you can't use that team.
Like if you use one member
of you took Goldust.
Yeah, you couldn't use the Brotherhood.
You can't use the Brotherhood.
Or if you use 2 of the Shield members as singles, then you can't use Shield as a tag team.
That means Shield totally gone. The Wyatts, you take Luke Harper, unless you're gonna say, okay, I got the Wyatts, it'll be Bray and
Bray is your singles.
Or you could say Bray and Eric. If you
True.
Yeah, but if you took 2 of the Wyatts or 2 of the Shield or 3 MB,
Right.
So, but like I said, it's something we thought of, and it's a work in progress.
Right, and it's something for them to be interactive with
Yes.
us because they could go.
Because I would like for anybody
on
out there to do your own little draft.
Yes, they could go on Twitter, they could go on Facebook, and they can say, hey, I liked Justin's or I liked Mike's.
Yeah, because we're gonna put when we pick who we pick, we're gonna put them up on the Facebook, and then.
And we're going to hashtag mine as hashtag Justin. And
hashtag TRR Justin.
Yes.
Yes.
And then hashtag yours as TRR
Mike.
Yes. And if whoever you like the best, whichever roster you like the best, that's how you vote. Hashtag TRR Justin or TRR Mike. That's the way you vote. And if you want to do your own, then you put that on the Facebook and you let us know, okay, this is my roster right here.
Yes.
And that's the way you can be interactive with us.
Because only current rosters, like I said. No, you can't go back and get...
Can't use the deceased people.
Can't go back and use the Road Warriors.
Right.
Can't go anybody like that. So, it's just current roster members. So, but we'll talk about a little bit more of that in part 3. As we finish up on our predictions and everything.
Yes, and we have indie news on part 3 and some extra news.
Yes. So you're back shortly for part 3 of Top Rope Reality.